So, hard work and dedication. Those are the keys to success, right? Especially in school, where students have to keep up with standardized testing and keeping up their grade point averages. But one specific practice in education, homework, is making the entire process unnecessarily difficult. Now, everyone's had homework, right? Homework. Don't want to do it. Not what I'm talking about. This also doesn't extend to online courses because the entirety of that is technically homework, right? No, I mean traditional schools. That's where homework becomes problematic. Now, you might think homework is good. It prepares a student for the upcoming class. It allows them to work on a subject that they might be struggling with. But actually, research has been showing that homework has been reducing students' grades overall. Now, Sandra Levy from Healthline.com points out that the issue first starts with how much homework students are getting. The National Association of Education and the NPTA both agree that 10 minutes per grade level is a good amount of time students should be working on homework. What this means is a high school senior should be getting at most 2 hours of homework. But research has also been showing that students throughout all grade levels are getting 40% more homework than this recommendation. Now, the excess of homework, of course, exhausts students, it stresses them out, and it reduces their performance and lowers their grades. Further reaching side effects are much worse. From personal experience, in high school I had 4 classes, and I've heard of some students even having upwards of 8 classes. Now, with each class planning around their workload and their own schedule instead of the student's schedule, that means that if each class was to provide the minimum or maximum rather recommended homework of 2 hours, that would be at least 8 hours of homework that they would have to work on. A quick Google search also shows that roughly 1 in 4 high school students are employed while in education, and between 40% and 70% of college students are also employed. A full work schedule of 8 hours a day plus a school schedule of 8 hours a day, already students wouldn't even have time to sleep for the recommended 8 hours that's to be healthy. And that doesn't include the homework time that they'd need to work on. But solutions to this are actually quite simple. And it doesn't require us to completely throw out homework out of the equation entirely. No, instead, solutions are classes need to individually focus on providing the least amount of homework possible. If classes limited the homework that they supplied to the bare minimum that was necessary, students would have all that more time for the homework that other classes that they have are scheduling. Also, a helpful thing is work-study courses. Now, in high school, my personal experience, a work-study course was a time allotment in place of a normal class where students would go to work on assignments from another class, whether to catch up if they were behind, or to just do their homework, or if they were struggling. And these are perfect because they allow students to stay in an educational environment supervised by teachers who can help them if they're struggling, and it keeps them from stressing out trying to maximize their progress through school and other things in their schedule. So easing up homework on students by doing these two things, work study courses, and classes individually trying to minimize homework, it will overall just improve a student's grade. Plus, the reduced stress that the student has to deal with and keeping the work in an educational environment will improve their grades even further.